It's raining. You can probably hear it. I've been homeless for since mid 2017. I don't want to say I was even homeless at that point, but I did go live with a family member in January 1st of 2018. I was put out. And I would have had somewhere to go even during that time that they put me out. But they put me out with informing or misinforming someone. How could I say it? Because maybe God had it happen that way because it wasn't meant for me to go there either. But I was staying with a family member and a friend. God was dropping me off. And it was mentioned in front of him that asking if he was the same person from the previous nights before when I went out on a date. Men can be more sensitive than women. They don't show it. And that bothered him. And at that point in time, I knew at that point in time I had to leave my family member's house. And at that point in time, my family members said what they said, and the gentleman heard it. And I knew that blew it for me. I could have been left their place before 2018 had even come. But because I was doing them a favor during hurricane season in 2018, because I knew I wasn't wanted there, why would I stay quarantined with them when I wasn't wanted in the atmosphere? So I called up a friend of mine, a guy friend of mine, male friend, and I could have even let this person know. But I think because of a previous phone call that he heard, he probably assumed that whatever the family member, who the family member was talking about, that it was that person. And just people, communication is key. Don't go assuming, especially when you're trying to get to know somebody and you hear something on the sideline. Before you jump to a conclusion, find out what it is. And if you don't, then maybe you knew that wasn't something that you wanted to deal with. But my point is, I got put out 2018, January 1st. It was called either New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve to then they reminded me, oh, you got to be gone on the 1st. It's a new year. Well, darn, I've been gone about a week prior to the 1st. So you should kind of already get the picture that I got the picture that I just got to, you know what I mean? I had nowhere to go. Even when I was being told it was time for me to go. So I went to the only place that I knew, excuse me, that may give a damn. And again, they did. Because I've never really been able to go to a family member other than the one that I grew up with in Los Angeles, California. I'm here homeless in Florida. 2.5 years now. I've been moving in and out of people's homes, apartments, to sleeping in my van. And I deliberately asked my daughter, please get me a van. I need to get up and get a vehicle, but a vehicle that would be sufficient enough for me to sleep in and stretch my legs out and to keep some of my belongings in, because folks is changing their back on me and I refuse.